So hi, I'm Rob Clark. It's my lovely wife, Mauv.
Yes, Mauv and Clark.
And 56.
I am 54.
And
I'm a Libra.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I'm a Taurus.
Okay. Oh, you're both ruled by Venus.
Ah,
Beauty. Oh.
yes.
Yes.
We have lots of mirrors in our home.
Okay. How long have you been together?
We're going to be coming up on our 5th anniversary at the end of this month.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like a New Year's anniversary.
Actually,
Or-
December 28th, so it was a kind of a Christmassy type wedding.
How did you meet?
I was looking for a disc jockey for my salon party. I'm a hairstylist,
Okay.
or retired hairstylist. And I was planning my annual Christmas party for my salon and needed a DJ and went online to look for a DJ. And he popped up. I hired him. He did a smashing job at the party.
Right.
Then he became my client, and then we became friends, and it kind of just progressed over
Okay.
the years.
I would say, first and foremost, is our common faith
Yes.
and our love for God.
Okay.
And that is, He is the center and the foundation of our relationship. And so that's first and foremost. Second, yes, we love to laugh. And I think we love to be able to serve.
And we love football. I just had to get that
American football or soccer?
in. American football.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I found, I'm from Boston, so I grew up being a diehard New England Patriots fan.
Patriots, yeah.
When I found out that she was a Patriots fan, she was a Patriots fan before I even
Oh,
met
there you
her.
go, yeah.
I'm like, I am putting a ring on that.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, do you think you would have been friends as kids?
Yeah. Yeah. I think so.
I think so too. Yeah, I mean, we have very, very different backgrounds.
Mhm.
I think what I remember as a child, the people that I was attracted to were people of character and being able to look to and really see somebody's heart. And she is one of the most beautiful hearts of anyone I've ever met. So yeah, we would have. That's the first time we've been asked that
I
question,
know.
but I think I did first.
Yeah.
We gonna go with that?
Yes. But it's fact. Yeah.
It's fact just because I said it and it's on a video now?
No,
Is that
that's-
what?
no, because you said it back then and you were the first to say
Yes,
it.
I was first introduced to her family. And she is one of 9 children. And I am just one of 2 children.
Okay.
So, a little bit of a difference
Yes.
in terms of the family dynamics.
Mhm.
And they welcomed me with open arms. I did have her brothers that pulled me aside
Uh-huh.
and just talked to me in private.
Mm-hmm.
Said, have you ever heard her?
Mm-hmm.
No one will ever find your body.
Oh, boy. I didn't take it that far.
They might not have said it exactly that way, but I knew that's what they meant.
The eyes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. So, but no, they've been wonderfully embracing and it really very warm. And her kids, her 2 kids are, I just view them as my kids. They really, it's beautiful. My family, and it was a little bit of reservation, and I think they grilled her as well, like trying to figure out, okay, what's the deal here? Is this just some phase? Is this some like? Did you catch some jungle fever, Rob? Are you
Okay,
trying to
yeah.
just what is this all about? And I think so people just had to kind of see and watch and really just be able to tell over the course of time, oh, okay, this is the real deal.
Right.
They really love each other, and this is, I think it was encouraging to see people say to me, finally see you happy. I've never seen you as happy. My family was not looking as much at her, trying to study her. They were looking at me with her and saying, there's something different. There's something we haven't seen
Oh,
in
yes, I
decades.
And with my background being from, West Indian, it's very typical for us to have a blended family as relates to race and so on like that. So that was very acceptable right off the top. And out and about, I associate myself with only people that are respectful of me. So I've never really had an altercation out and about with someone, because I, again, go to places that I know that we're, well received and so on like that. So we don't really battle that much. And if it had occurred, which I wasn't aware, I just played the bigger role, because people are gonna be people. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's always some, you can tell if people are bothered. And I just look at that as, you know what, that has nothing to do with us. That person's reaction has everything to do with their personal experiences. And so I think, what we've tried to do is just say, if we're not receiving love and support, if we're receiving snide comments, if we get, if people are discriminating against us because we're an interracial couple, that's not on us. And we're not going to internalize any of that. That unfortunately says something about that person and that person's experiences. So we look at it as to say, what? They've probably had some really negative experiences, and everyone responds out of their own pain.
Right.
And so what we have just said is, Lord, let us be a light, to be a shining example of something that people are able to say, you know what, I thought all those interracial couples things was, I thought that was weird, but there was one couple that was like really cool. They were weird. I didn't know quite what the deal was, but they were okay.
Yeah.
So that's our goal.
Yeah, you just don't buy into it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Feed love. Yeah. Like, did they ever quit me?
But yeah.
Back when we were dating, yes. Yeah, I mean, there were times when, I was going through a difficult situation. I was trying to just kind of put her aside, almost to say, I'm gonna let you go because I got some stuff to take care of. And with the mindset of, like, when I get through with all of that,
Right.
hopefully she will still be there. And, I think she just kind of rolled her eyes and said, okay, whatever, you'll be back. Okay, go do what you have to do.
Yeah.
Do your thing.
He's absolutely right. I mean, because I knew the difficulties that he faced, and sometimes you just have to allow things to be, and they'll come right back around.
That is true.
Yeah. So.
I know what I would say. I'm gonna see if you would say the same thing.
It's a toss up, but I'll go with the Cayman Islands.
Yes. See, if we were playing the newlywed game,
Yeah.
5 points.
Right.
Yeah. My side vocation is as a disc jockey.
Okay.
So that's how she met me, and so DJing weddings and all. So there was a couple who was impressed enough with me that they actually flew me to the Cayman Islands to DJ their wedding.
Those are the best clients.
And put me up for 5 days and paid for my, the equipment and all of that. So, so I, of course, brought Mauv along, and it was great because we were there and just enjoying swimming with the stingrays and just having an absolute fabulous time for.
Yeah, we were treated as a couple of the guests.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was awesome.
So that was really fun.
Sex is important, and I think it should be in every relationship. What do you say?
I'd say right now.
Okay.
Sometime like the present.
Okay.
Why put off tomorrow what you could do today is what I'm saying.
Right on.
Why procrastinate? It's critical. It is the lifeblood of what keeps couples together.
Mhm. And so, but besides sex, what is something that fosters your intimacy?
We begin and end every day with prayer and just really spending some time together, kind of centering ourselves with, you know, what is the important spiritual foundation of each of our lives individually. And I think, you know, what we've realized is that I can't be a good husband unless I am first a good son. And she can't be a good wife until she is first, you know, a good daughter. And so I think we're trying to just make sure that I need to make sure that I'm not trying to expect her to fulfill all of my needs that she's not supposed to fill. You know, that comes from me first being in a right relationship with God. And, you know, once I'm in a good position, then I can be in a better position to, you know, to serve and to receive and to love.
Okay. What do I do that turns you on the most?
What do I do? What do you do that turns me on the most? I would say when you surprise me and initiate, and when you wake me up in a special way that doesn't require my alarm to go off in the morning.
Aha! Very good.
Okay.
Wow. Describe the way I smell?
You wonder why I snip you all the time, right? I do.
I understand
And
that.
he asks me, why are you sniffing me? Do I smell? And that's not why. It's because I want to be able to become so familiar with your scent that I can recognize you if I, God forbid, lost my eyesight, or, I don't know why I have to go there first. I take that back, Lord. And,
Erase.
or if I were blindfolded in a game show or something, I want to be able to, because you have a very distinct Rob smell. You smell like Rob. And I love it. What song reminds you of me?
What song reminds you? You know, there's a couple, but one is, and every time I hear it, I just think, that's what I want. That's what I would want to sing to my wife, and that is, I love you, you love me. No, that's not true. Not that one. It's not the party song. It is Michael Bublé, The Way You Look Tonight.
Yeah. That was our wedding
That
song.
was our wedding song.
Okay.
Yeah. I love that song.
Yeah, so every time I hear it, and wherever we are, where we play it, we'll get up and dance.
Everywhere. It's the weirdest anywhere we are. It's pretty
Okay,
cool,
yes,
actually.
That's nice.
Yeah.
We were hosting on WCLK, a radio show, and we were both in the studio, and that was one of the songs that I had selected. And right there in the studio, in a cramped studio with like 6 people around and engineers and producers, I'm like, okay, here's our song, we gotta stand up and dance. Did you think this relationship would be short or long when we started?
Oh, forever. I thought it would. I knew you were the one. He didn't know, but I did. Yeah, I knew. Even all the times when he had to step aside to do his thing, I was just like, all right, do your thing. You'll be back. I knew it. So that was easy. Okay, what's the most romantic thing that I've done for you?
Most romantic thing?
Can you tell that I'm not very romantic?
Why?
No, I was pausing through the long list of all the different things. You know, I would say one of the times when I was just really feeling down and out, and you made me some of your like homemade Jamaican chicken soup. Ooh. Yeah, and you delivered it to me in bed, wearing something very, very nice.
Okay.
And I'm like, and that was the first time in my life where I had to say, which do I want first?
No, it's you.
What has stayed the same in this relationship since the beginning?
You make me laugh every single day.
There you go.
I
That's
mean,
my goal.
and several times a day.
That's my goal.
So, your love for me, my love for you, our love for each other and football. We love football. We really do. And we just get really happy when we watch it together.
Just watch the Patriots.
Yeah.
Couldn't be happy watching the Patriots.
Hello. So yeah, but you make me smile every single day.
Good.
Yes. So that's a win-win.